This off-season has really been interesting, guys. I'm going to tell you that much. What's good, guys? It's your boy Sports Talks here once again. Another video, and yeah, I wasn't really going to name this Sports Talks again because personally, this NBA season, that's literally what it's been the talk of. Now, I'm going to do a video later as to who's going to be in the home run derby. I'm going to do that later. But right now, a lot has happened. Like, legitimately, a lot has happened. And honestly, the first thing I'm going to talk about, honestly, it's Durant. Now, I get it. Iggy... Alright, so I'll put it to you like this. Iggy and Durant are back. Iggy canceled all his meetings with, all the other teams and stuff. He met with the Rockets, and honestly, he canceled all the meetings, and for me, it kind of sounded like, Iggy wasn't going to be re-signing. Like, once I heard he canceled all the meetings, for me, that kind of sounded like he was going to re-sign. It meant one of two things. One, it kind of did mean he was going to re-sign with the Warriors, and two, maybe he was going to re-sign with the Rockets. Personally, I couldn't have made that call. I honestly think nobody else could have made that call. Oh, but Iguodala, or Iguodala, however you want to pronounce his last name. But the one thing that gets me is this. Durant, he takes a pay cut. And it's a big one. It's near 10 mil. And for somebody like Durant, who's honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, who's honestly probably the best player, or one of the best players in the NBA right now. Oh, and he takes a pay cut. He doesn't take a max deal. He takes a pay cut. And the man, let's be real, guys. Durant is an elite player in the league. And he's taking a pay cut. Honestly, guys, if anyone on that team should be taking a pay cut who was a free agent, it's either Iguodala or Curry. Now, I get it. Keep this core together. I get it. It's the same thing with Miami. But the difference between Miami and Golden State, everybody on the Heat back in 2012 to 2014, when LeBron was with the Heat, Bosh, and Wade, everybody on that team took a pay cut, including the three superstars. But the thing I don't get is Iguodala got more than he was offered. Durant got $10 million, close to $10 million, and I think it was like $9.6 million more than he was allotted to be offered. Still. Oh, Durant took a huge pay cut, and it's huge. And I asked this off season, who was more valuable, Curry or Durant? And obviously, Golden State. Honestly, that question just got answered. It really did. And I get it. Durant, he's a hell of a player. He really is. All right, but the thing that gets me, like I said, Durant shouldn't have taken this pay cut. For me, he should have listened to other offers. Alright, and it didn't matter which offers it was. Like, whether it was from the Wizards, whether it was from, the Celtics, the Hawks, whoever it may have been from. Even the Bulls. Even... Who else, man? Even the Bulls. Even... No, not the Timberwolves. Like, any team he could have taken an offer from. Now, I'm not saying the Cavs are going to offer him. Like, a team, he could have thrown a max deal at Durant, and he could have listened to it, and then made the decision and looked at the teams that offered it to him. Like, obviously, if it's someone like the Bulls, maybe Durant says, no, I'm going to take the pay cut in Golden State. That makes sense. But honestly, I don't really see the point of Durant actually, taking this pay cut. Because honestly, in my opinion, I really do believe this, guys. I honestly think Durant got screwed big time out of this. Yes, he's on a winning team. Yes, he's on a super team. But the man, pretty much, guys, Durant is getting paid, I believe it was 46 mil? No, 53 mil, my bad. 53 mil for 2 years. I believe one of them might be a player option. I don't remember. But still, that's $26.5 million a year. $26.5 million a year. That, for someone like KD, is honestly, and I'll give them the due. It's a great move for the Warriors, because Durant's taking a huge pay cut. But now they're kind of at the epicenter as to where they were last year of what are they going to do for a center? Like, was that pay cut really worth it when you still need a center? And honestly, guys, a center in the league, or a center nowadays, is huge. And I mean, it is big. Because who, besides Draymond, and everyone's going to say something about defense, oh, Draymond's defensive player of the year. Guys, I already gave my opinion on it. Alright, I already gave my opinion on it. And I'll say it. Draymond, he's a great defender. He really is. As much as I hate to say it, Draymond, he's a great defender. But, I mean, I don't see it. It just Draymond at the 4. I mean, like, dead serious. Who can they get to play the middle? Who in this center class is going to be eligible to say, oh, I'm going to take a pay cut? But again, I mean, the Warriors, they need a decent center. And obviously, JaVale McGee, he's not that cornerstone. He's not that centerpiece. Alright, Zaza, he's not that centerpiece. They need someone better than a JaVale or a, what's his name? Or a Zaza or a JaVale. Alright, they need someone better. You can come down. As my girlfriend's passing by. They need someone better than one of those two. Because that's not a center. Because you go up against someone such as New Orleans, that's two mismatches right there on the floor. Or in both Cousins and Davis. Because that's going to be exposed big time. And the same thing with the Timberwolves. Because another thing that happened this offseason, Taj Gibson. Guys, I said the Wolves, they needed a power forward. I didn't say he had to be good. I didn't say he had to be bad. I said if they could get an elite power forward, they'd be good. And they also picked up, I think it was Jeff Teague? Was it? I think it was Jeff Teague, right? Well, nonetheless, that's still, guys, that's a great starting 5 right there. Here, and also Darren Collison, as I'm just seeing this 49 minutes ago. Darren Collison, he's now a member of the Pacers. That's going to be interesting. $10 mil a year. 2 year, 20 mil. Not too bad. Not too bad, but I want to see this real quick. Where is he? Kyle Korver, Serge Ibaka, here we go. Taj Gibson. And I think, like I said, it was, Jeff Teague and Taj Gibson, both of them to the Timberwolves. That's a complete team right there. That really is a complete team. Because you have 5 studs. Not just 5 big studs, 4 young studs, and a veteran. That's a team right there. Alright, I believe Taj Gibson, I think he's entering his age 31 maybe? I'm guessing, guys. Age 32. Yeah, age 32, age 33 season. So, they got a veteran in there. And they have, honestly, guys, they have an amazing backcourt. Or front court, actually. In Taj Gibson and Cat. And honestly, it's going to be a good fit with those 5 right there. Because you got Teague Butler at top. And that right there, that's filthy. Teague, honestly, a top 15 point guard in the league, maybe top 10, and even. Again, obviously, people are going to make that argument, but guys, this is just straight my opinion. Then you got Wiggins at the 3, who's honestly, he's a superstar in the making. He's still a superstar in the making, and he's a superstar. Like, how can I put it? He's unbelievable. He really is. Honestly, he's really unbelievable. Well, then you got Taj Gibson. Like I said, he's entering his age 32, 33 season. He's going to have a hell of a year. And he's going to pretty much be the veteran presence on that team. And honestly, it's a good pickup because Taj, he's a great defender. Pretty good post scorer. I'm not going to say the best laser three-point shooter, but he can get it down. And then you got Cat, who's just a straight all-around. So that team, honestly, that's going to be a team that, honestly, I think gives the Warriors trouble. Well, and it's going to be a team that's interesting to watch. Now back to the Warriors. Because that's kind of what I was talking about. The Timberwolves, they didn't necessarily spend a lot, but then again, a lot of those guys are on rookie contracts, and then again, Butler's going to be there for, I think it's 2 years? Yeah, Butler's going to be there for another 2 years, and if he gets comfortable, hands down, Timberwolves are going to be offering guys max deals, yes. But those guys are going to make it worth it, and I wouldn't be surprised if all three of them actually take a pay cut. And that's honestly, that's what makes a super team. My bad, super team. And obviously, Draymond, he's not making a lot. I don't think Klay's making that much either. Or I'd have to check that. But still. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, in fact, Milsap going to the Nuggets. And that's another team that I wanted to bring up that's going to give the Warriors a problem if they can't get a good center. Because Milsap and Jokic, that's going to be filthy, guys. That is going to be low-key. That's going to be nasty. Either run at the 4 and the 5. Because Jokic, people seem to forget. Jokic can shoot a 3. Same thing with Milsap. Milsap can shoot a 3 with the best of them. And both of them can rebound. Both of them can defend. And as I hit the wrong button, so give me 1 sec. And honestly, they got Gallinari come back. But he opted out, so my bad. And they're also getting Trey Lyles. So, honestly, Nuggets I'm liking so far. Nuggets, I mean, there are a lot of young teams that are making moves. And honestly, these are the right moves that they're making. And it's honestly, it's something that really pokes your interest when you turn around and you see this stuff go down. And it's just like that's a good move. And this offseason, it's going to be interesting. Because obviously, like I said, you got someone such as, you got someone such as Milsap who's going to compare himself, who's going to team up with Jokic. And that's going to be nice. And yeah, that's the one thing I can really think of. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah. Another team I want to talk about, the Raptors, they're keeping their core together with DeRozan, Lowry, and Ibaka. There we go. So they got that team going together. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Ooh, it really is. Is because, how can I put it about the Raptors? The Raptors have been good, they just haven't been that good. You know what I'm talking about? Well, they've been good to make the playoffs, but they really haven't. I don't think they've made. Oh, no, wait. They have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but still. Well, and the one question I got for you guys is this. Who on the East is really going to give the Cavs a fight this year? And I mean that. I mean that. Because the Cavs, from the way it sounds, they're keeping their core together. And LeBron, I don't know what LeBron's up to. Ooh, I really don't. But from the way it sounds, a lot of teams are going to be giving the Warriors a run for their money on the Western Conference with a lot of these signings and a lot of these trades. Same thing, like with the Thunder getting Paul George, the Timberwolves honestly making this super team. A lot of people are saying it's a super team in the making. But honestly, the way Cat's performed, the way Wiggins has performed, getting Jimmy Butler, or getting Jeff Teague, and signing that veteran presence with Taj Gibson, and the bench that they have, honestly, it's filthy, as I don't think I got anything relevant for NBA. No, I did not. Nope. Nope, all good. I did not, and I'm not going to be mad about that. Because honestly, this NBA season, this NBA offseason, it really has been the offseason of the West, because a lot of teams are going to the West because they want to beat the Warriors. They want to dethrone them. But the question is, which teams are actually going to give the Cavs a run? Obviously, I think the Bulls, I think they are in a rebuilding stage. As much as it kills me to say it, the Celtics, they haven't really done much this offseason. And the question is, are they going to do much? Or can they repeat last year? I mean, they got, what they got? I think it was Jason Tatum with the third pick, if I'm correct. I think it was Jason Tatum. I'd have to look back on that. But still, like, maybe. And, I mean, Raptors, they're keeping their core together. Or, obviously. The Knicks, they got rid of Phil Jackson, so that might be a bright spot. Miami, I forget what Miami did. I forget. That tells you how much of a fan I am. I forget what Miami did. It's Charlotte. Oh, yeah, Charlotte got Dwight Howard, but, I mean, Dwight's digressing. So, not really a lot of teams that are going to really compete with the Cavs. I mean, you got to look at how it's going to go. But then you look over at the West, and honestly, a lot of teams are going to compete with the Warriors because, like I said, I mean, and a lot of people are going to, like, they're going to jump on this, and the question is, yes, Durant took a pay cut, but at what cost? At what real cost? Because you gave Iguodala, I think it was $3 million more than he was allowed. Curry got the supermax deal, or highest paid contract, or whatever in the NBA history, whatever. But still, man, Curry. Like, this is how I'm going to look at it. A lot of those guys are getting paid over $20 million. A lot of those guys are going to be getting paid over $16 million. Some of them even over $15 million. The question is, guys, should the Warriors really have kept Iguodala? Because my question for you guys is this. Yes, bringing back Iggy is a great centerpiece. Or a great sixth man. Because obviously he's going to start behind Durant. I mean, that's no surprise. But what do you do for a center? JaVale and... This is what's sad. JaVale and Zaza, both of them, last season, rarely started, and they both came off the bench. They need a center. Alright, I'm not going to praise the Warriors or anything. I'm just going to say this. If the Warriors want to make it back to the finals, as much as it kills me to say that, if the Warriors want to make it back to the finals, they need to get a center. Alright, yes, 4 superstars on the team is great, but one weak spot can kill you. Alright, we saw it in the first game of the season against the Spurs. Alright, and honestly, I said it before, I'll say it again. The Spurs have an amazing coach in Popovich. And Popovich has seen it all. And Popovich will take advantage of it. So, the question I ask you guys is this. Plain and simple. Well, and I'm going to ask it from your perspective. If you guys were the Warriors, do you bring back Iggy? Personally, I'm not going to... Honestly, I'm going to see... Personally, part of me is saying see what other teams offer him and then offer it to him. But, like I said, the real question is, what are they going to do for a center? So, yeah. Alright guys, so pretty much to wrap up this video, as I've been doing, like a quick recap, I guess you could say. What's called? Durant took a pay cut. Quick thoughts on it. Honestly, I think Durant should have listened to some offers. And then, like, seen what he was getting. And if he was getting something that would have intrigued him, leave the Warriors. Because who knows, maybe that was a 1-year rental. Oh, a la Paul George. Trying to think. Iguodala gets re-signed by the Warriors, and honestly, I think he should have. Same thing with Iguodala. I think he probably should have listened to some of the meetings and all that. Probably listened. Same thing with the Warriors. They should have listened to what people were offering Iggy and seen what it was really about. Oh, pretty much all in all, out of all that, see what pretty much out of all that, see what people were offering so that you save money for a center. That's me. Milsap to the Nuggets. That's filthy right there. Or that 4-5 combo of Milsap and Jokic because of the great defending and skills. And both of them being, honestly, I'm not going to say superstar or caliber or players, but honestly, they're close to it because they both can do. Because honestly, I think Smooth put it the best. They're like one tier away from a superstar talent. They really are. And then third, Timberwolves. They got more nasty with pause that, of course. And Timberwolves, they got both. Who was it? It was Jeff Teague and Taj Gibson. That team, they're gonna get better. And pretty much, guys, again, I ask you guys the question. This is pretty much going to be the question of the day, question of the video. Have teams in the West done enough to pretty much compete with the Warriors? Or do they have to do more? And then the question again, and then a second question for that is what do teams have to do in the East? If not, which teams have done the best? But nonetheless, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I will be making a video on the Home Run Derby participants very soon. So, like I said, guys, take it easy, and I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.